No man is above the law and no man is below it. The law is reason, free from passion, but never took law for justice. For one is a tool and the latter is an ideal. Aristotle. Assalamualaikum and greetings. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Muhammad Azri bin Norazmi from SMK Putrajaya Piscine 181, School Code WEA 2009, presents you the criminal process in Malaysia written by Salim Ali Farah, an Oxford graduate. This book was published with 360 printed pages by Printers Hall of Pearson, Malaysia, Sdn Berhad, located in Petaling Jaya. As of to a reason why I have chosen this book is due to my passion for law. This book managed to grasp all of that in a manner that I find satisfying. This book comprised of the Criminal Procedure Code, in which depicts the information on how criminal cases is handled in Malaysia. To summarize what I have read in this book, I'll be classifying it into the following category. A. Jurisdiction of court. B. The rights of a citizen. Hence, on the first direct matter is jurisdiction. Gracious members of the floor, jurisdiction refers to the power of a court to hear and decide a case, either a trial or an appeal or a review within particular limits. The jurisdiction of all courts in Malaysia have been expressed in the Federal Constitution and many other pieces of legislation. For example, magistrate judicial power to sentence a punishment not longer than 10 years of imprisonment or a fine not more than 100,000 Malaysian ringgit. However, none of these acts have set a clear line of the jurisdiction, and that have caused a number of conflict in judicial power. If a court acts beyond limit of their judicial power, any decision reached will simply have no legal effect. For example, the appeal of Wong Pang Fik versus public prosecutor. The appeal was filed to the Kuching High Court. Wong committed an offence to the law at the 17th mile of Kuching Bau Road. The case is brought to the Kuching magistrate. However, the district of Bau had their own magistrate who should be eligible to hear the case. The conflict arises when the question which district does the 17th mile of the Kuching Bau Road belong to. After reviewing the first division of Sarawak, it is found that the 17th mile of Kuching Bau Road is within the Bau administrative area. The appeal is allowed and case then heard by Bau magistrate accordingly. On the second matter is rights of a citizen, specifically the rights of a citizen upon arrest. Arrest is the first encounter between suspect and the police, in which the police question their involvement in an offence. The word arrest is never defined in the Criminal Procedure Code. However, under Section 15 of the Criminal Procedure Code, it is defined how an arrest is made. In making an arrest, the police officer shall actually touch the body or confine the body of the arrested person unless there is a submission to the custody by word or action. And under any arrest, statement made by the accused is invalid and can't be used unless Section 27A of the Criminal Procedure Code, warrant issued, is satisfied. The relevant is seen in this appeal. Public Prosecutor versus Kang Ho So. Ladies and gentlemen, Kang was charged with trafficking 1.9 kilograms of heroin under Section 39B of Dangerous Drug Act. Kang was driving on Kuala Lumpur Highway, and Inspector Ma'ano, who acted on information received the night before, conducted a roadblock on said highway. When Kang arrived, Inspector Ma'ano had instructed Kang to leave his car and open his boot. Kang refused. Constable Ahmad had forcibly pulled Kang out of the car and opened his boot. The packages filled with white powder was found. When questioned to what the bag contained, Kang allegedly had stated that it was heroin and caffeine. Under Section 39B of the Dangerous Act, knowingly traffic drug and simply possessing drug is two different crimes that deserve separate punishment. Trial that Kang had attended claimed him for the act of knowingly and voluntarily traffic drugs. The judge of the appeal then stated, consequently, I rule that everything the accused said from the moment Constable Ahmad had laid hands on him was inadmissible and should be treated as if the accused was under arrest. So in legality, there is no proof that the prosecution claimed that Kang trafficked the drugs he was found with voluntarily. Hence, the appeal is allowed and then the accused Kang is free from all charges. In short, it is important for an arrested or an accused to know their rights to self-incriminating components of the charged offence. And that concludes my summary on the information I have read in this book. In my opinion, this was a read that sparks curiosity inside me cover to cover. All in all, this book has certainly made me aware of my rights as citizen of Malaysia. This book has also managed to express the law-making phases that managed to make me appreciate the consideration and care that the Parliament, Government and their Majesties, the Malay Kings, have put in law of our nation. It sparks a deep nationalism and patriotism in me. I hope I managed to show all of you that law is not something that you should know as an attorney or a prosecutor or a judge, but as a fellow citizen of our beloved country. Ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind, a land without law is an anarchy. And with that, thank you.